No. Welcome to e-learning program of Modern International School, HISWA. I am Asif, mathematics teacher. To learn and understand or teach the fourth topic, integers of class 6, and especially the subtopic of this integer topic is subtraction of integer. Prior to this video, students, we have already learned about how to subtract two whole numbers, but here we are going to discuss of about integers, then how to subtract two integers. So let us figure out with the help of example. And friends, you know that the addition is the reverse process of subtraction, or subtraction is the inverse or reverse process of addition. Suppose if you want to subtract 4 from 6. Okay, if you want to subtract 4 from 6, that means this could be written as 6 minus 4 becomes 2. Hence in the reverse order we can say, and we are interested to find out what number should be added this 2, that gives 6. So what number should be added? Yes, what number should be added to this 2 gives us 6? Yes, this is 4. So this is just vice versa. That means we can say the operation addition is the just vice versa of subtraction, or the subtraction is the inverse process of addition. Okay, now friends, we will solve exercise problems very carefully. Okay, now we are going to start solving exercise, and the exercise is 4C. Okay, so friends, have a look. Question number 4C, exercise 4C. Now in order to this, first of all we have to learn a little bit about the properties of subtraction on integer. And previous video we have already learned the properties of whole numbers, that was commutative law of whole numbers, associative law of whole numbers. Now let's take it started about the properties of integers on the operation of subtraction. So here the first property is closure. We can say the subtraction of two integers is always integer. Okay, subtraction of two integer is always an integer. Suppose example minus 2 and 1. Now subtract minus 2 subtract minus 1 is equal to minus 3, or other we can subtract 1 minus this minus 2 is equal to 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. That means we can say the subtraction of any two integers is always an integer. In general form we can write, suppose a and b are two integers, then a minus b is an also integer. Integer minus integer is equal to integer. Okay, now friend, now the second point, friend, suppose a is an integer, then a minus 0 is equal to a. Okay, for example, suppose 5 is an integer, then 5 minus 0 is equal to 5. Now the third point is, suppose a, b and c are integers, three integers. Okay, then and a greater than b. Okay, then a minus b, a minus c, b minus c. That means so here a is greater than b, so a minus c is greater than b minus c. Okay, c is any integers. Or example, suppose 1, 2 and 3 are integers. Here is a, here is b and c, and this is a is greater than, means this one is greater than 1 is greater than 2. No, this a means 1 minus 3 c, and b minus c. Here is b, sorry, b is 2 and c is 3. Now this is minus 2. Okay, now suppose, sorry, now we have to choose the appropriate examples. Suppose 5, 4 and 6. Okay, now this is, yes, this is a is greater than, here instead of a is 5, instead of b is 4, instead of c is 6. Okay, now here a means 5 is greater than 4. Okay, now this could be written then a minus b. Okay, here is a, b and c. A minus c, find the a minus c and b minus c. Now see, a minus c, a is 5 and c is 6, this is minus 1. Okay, now b minus c, b is 4, 6, c is 6, this is minus 2. And have a look, this is minus 1 is greater than minus 2. Hence we can say, yes, it is true, for a, b and c are integers where a greater than b, then a minus c greater than b minus c. I hope you will understand. Now friends, now we are going to solve exercise the problem. Students, see the first question. First question says, exercise 4c, first question, subtract first 18 minus 34. Now we are going to solve one or two questions. Okay, question number, first question number 5. Okay, subtract. Question number 5, sub question says 219 from 0. Have a look. Question says subtract 219 from 0. So now one thing is very important, friends, a clue in order to solve this question. After from, the word, the term after from, bring the first term. Okay, then subtract, because this we have to subtract, then put the minus sign and write the first term before the from. Okay, so this could be written as, this is minus 219. This is the answer. Now next question, question number 9. Suppose sub question 9 says subtract 6240 from minus 271. So have a look, after from this numbers is written. Now bring the first, okay, then put the minus sign. Why? Because we have to subtract and add the first term. Yes, now here friends, both the integers are negative, both the numbers are negative, so there is nothing to worry about the sign. First we have to add their values, means add one, means we have to add their values as, okay, 1, this is 7 for 1 balance. Okay, this is 6511. Now put the minus sign. If we are going to add or two integers or subtract, the all integers are minus sign, then add all the integers, then place the minus sign before the number. Okay, now friend, see the question number 4. As you can see, question number 4, from the sum of 33 and minus 47 subtract minus 84. So here is the comma. Okay, this words or this sentence could be written the first time or afterwards, it doesn't matter, but we have to look for the where there is from. Yes, here is from. Now after from there are two terms, that means after from sum of 33 and minus 47, that means we have to bring the first, the term which are written after from, we have to bring the first term. Okay, now but here is the sum, that means here 33, sum means add, okay, plus minus 47. Okay, sum. Okay, here is the sum, then subtract what number? Yes, subtract, here is the subtract, and this is minus 84. Okay, First of all, after from the term or the words written after from bring the first term, but here is the written sum of these two numbers, mean bring these two numbers first. Okay, but here is the sum, here is the sum, 33 is here, minus 47 is here. Okay, now subtract, here is the subtraction sign, and this number is here, minus 84, so minus 84 is here. Now then calculate. Okay, this is 33, okay, plus into minus, this is minus 47. Okay, here is the minus into minus, this is plus 84. Now one formula is here, please remember, plus into plus is equal to plus, minus into minus is equal to plus, minus into plus is equal to minus, or plus into minus is equal to minus. These are the four formulae. Okay, plus multiplied by plus is equal to plus, minus multiplied by minus is equal to also plus. Then in these two cases, minus multiplied by plus minus, or plus multiplied by minus is minus. Okay, now we have to follow the same. Here is the minus into, sorry, here is the plus into minus, plus into minus is equal to minus. Here is the minus 47, minus into minus, here is the minus into minus, plus, here is plus 84. Now we have to add these two numbers first. Now this is 3 plus 4 7, and 3 plus 8, yes, this is 11. Okay, now this minus 47. Now subtract 7 minus 7 0, and 11 is 4, yes, this is 7. This is your final answer. I hope you will understand very clearly. Now see friends, question number 11 says the point A is on the mountain which is 5700 meter above sea level, and the point B is in a mine which is 39,600 meters, okay, below sea level. Find the vertical distance between A and B. Means we have to find the distance from A to B. Now have a look, there is a figure. I have already drawn the figure. Here is the sea level. Okay, there is a sea level, and here is the mountain. A is at the top point of the mountain. Okay, this is the sea level, and there is the position downward the sea level, inside the sea level. Here is the B point, that is inside the sea level. Okay, this is the top level of the mountain. Now the distance from this mountain from the sea level to A is 5700 meter given, and the distance from the sea level to the inside the point B is 39,600 meter. Okay, now we have to find the distance from A to B. So here is the point A. Okay, this is A, and here is the B. Now this distance plus this distance gives us the total distance from A to B. Now hence required vertical distance A and B is equal to this distance. This is the distance from the sea level to the top point of the mountain, 5700. Okay, now plus this distance 39,600 meter. This is just below the sea level, inside the sea level. Okay, now the total distance we have to add these two values gives us the required solution. Okay, I hope you will understand. Now your homework friends, exercise 4C, question number 1 to 12. Okay, I hope you will easily solve. If you have any doubt or queries, please ask me and write your name and class as well in the comment box. Have a nice day.